DPS TeleClass.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to DPS TeleClass. How are you all students? I hope you all are doing well. Today I am going to take an English lesson for you all. Our topic is punctuation. Before begin the lesson, let's recite the dua.
قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي.
So now I am going to share the learning intention and success criteria. Our learning intention is today we are going to learn about punctuation mark. So let's discuss about the success criteria. You will be successful if you can recognize the type of punctuation marks, insert the proper punctuation mark for each sentence. So today we are going to learn about punctuation mark. You will be successful if you can identify the types of punctuation mark and insert the proper punctuation mark for each sentence. Students, do you know what is punctuation mark? Punctuation is a set of specific marks or symbols that we use to express the meaning of our sentences clearly and to make the flow of the text smooth. Punctuation marks are symbols that are used to aid the clarity and comprehension of written language. It shows us where we need to pause. It separates ideas from each other. It lets us know that a certain phrase is quoting someone else's words and has a dozen other important functions. Students, do you know why we need to punctuate the sentences? Because it allows the author's writing to be easy to read and understandable for the reader. Let us discuss some punctuation marks we use normally. Full stop, quotation mark, question mark, colon, semicolon, apostrophe, exclamation mark, comma. Now I am going to share the rules for punctuation marks. So at first I am going to explain the rules for full stop, or we call full stop as period. Used at the end of a complete sentence. For example, Aisha is a beautiful girl. My mother loves to cook. To complete the sentence, we use full stop at the end of each sentence. Another rule for full stop is to follow the abbreviation. Abbreviation means writing the words in shorter way. Mr. Brown does not agree with this rule. Here, MR is represent for Mr. The United States of America is abbreviated as USA. U represented for United, S is represented for Stated, and A is represented for America. So here some rules in comma. The first rule is to separate different ideas in a sentence. For example, my favorite fruits are apple, banana, grapes and pineapple. And another rule for comma is to separate independent clauses in a compound sentence. For example, I stayed at the home but my brother left early. Question mark. Use a question mark only after a direct question. For example, will you come over after school? How old are you? What is your name? Now I am going to explain rules for exclamation mark. Used to express strong feelings or emotions such as shock, surprise and anger. For example, wow, what a nice butterfly. To give a command, we use exclamation mark. Eat all the vegetables. Quotation mark. We use quotation marks to set off a direct quotation. For example, what is your favorite color? She asked. Period and commas always go inside quotation mark. For example, I don't want to go to school today, Aisha said. Apostrophe. We can use apostrophe in constructions in place of omitted letters. For example, I have not. Here we used apostrophe in between N and T. We omit the letter O. I have not done my homework. We used apostrophes to show positions. For example, we need to invite both of Sally's sisters to the party. Colon. Introduce list, series, quotation and explanation. For example, he was going to buy 3 things: chair, tables and utensils. We use colons to separate independent clauses. For example, they will not make it. The storm is too strong. Semicolon. Between items in a list or series when the items themselves contain commas. Let's look the example for semicolon. There are 8 members on the team. 2 from China and Japan, 3 from France and Spain, 2 from Brazil and Chile, and 1 from India. Here are another examples. We visited Thailand, Singapore and Malaysia in the spring, Germany, France and Italy in the summer. Semicolon. Separate 2 independent clauses while still demonstrating that a close relationship exists between them. For example, they came all the way home, even so they all knew they had to go back once more. My daughter is a teacher, my son is a doctor. So let's try this activity together. Read the given sentences and complete the given sentences using the correct punctuation mark. The first one, do you know how to make origami? So students, which punctuation mark do we need for this sentence? Do you know how to make origami? So here it asks a question. So we used a question mark to complete this sentence. Do you know how to make origami? We put question mark at the end of a sentence. The second one, I am a good student. So we used a full stop, a period to complete the sentence. We use full stop at the end of each complete sentence. Third one, I don't think my mom's hat will fit me. So which punctuation mark we use this sentence? Yes, we can use apostrophe to complete these sentences. We put apostrophe in between of N and T. I like to eat mangoes, grapes, pineapples and orange. Here it shows some fruits. So we used separate this item to comma. I like to eat mangoes, grapes, pineapple and orange. I hope you got some idea about how to use punctuation mark. So students, it's your turn. So students, read the following sentences and insert the proper punctuation mark for each sentences. The first one is, when is your birthday? The second one, I was so scared. I don't have time to get changed. I was already late. Pick up the blue ball. Don't go outside, shade. It was raining, the game was cancelled. I like to eat banana, pineapple, stone apple and grapes. I am a beautiful girl. So students, put the correct punctuation mark for each sentences. You have to do this activity in your English notebook. After doing this activity, you have to send a picture to your class teacher. Students, let's recall what we learned today's lesson. At the first, I explained what is punctuation mark. Punctuation is a set of specific mark or symbols that we use to express the meaning of our sentences clearly and to make the flow of text smooth. After that, I explain why do we need punctuation mark. Because it allows the author's writing to be easy to read and understandable for the reader. Then I explain the types of punctuation mark. At first, explain full stop, comma, question mark, exclamation mark, quotation mark, colon, semicolon with example. So I hope you all will achieve today's success criteria. Today's success criteria is recognize the type of punctuation marks, insert the proper punctuation mark for each sentence. I hope you all enjoy the lesson. Thank you. Bye bye.
DPS TeleClass